Hello, hello, welcome to Creative Events International. Today I'm making this a Zara band. It's not a cap, so you can see that the top is opened. So it's just like an band. You can turn it forward to the front, or you can use it directly at the back. So either side, whichever side you are using, it's perfect with it like that. So the things that we will need for the tutorials, we have the mako, your Ashoke, scissors, and all the things that I named there. So this is the mako. Sometimes people ask me how the mako looks. This is mako. You get this in a shoemaking accessory shops. Yes. So we are going to use it to create the band, and then the height is 3 inches, while the length I'm using here is about 24.5, almost 25 inches. Yes. So we'll start by joining it together. We'll join it together, and to join it together easily, you just use needle and thread and sew continuously until you are sure that it has relaxed. The joining is relaxed. So you just sew. I will encourage that you make your thread thick. um can be maybe into 4, into 6, into 8, but just make it thick, so that it will be strong enough to hold the two edge together and not allow them to separate easily. So I've joined it like this now. The next thing I will do is that I'll wrap. In some of my videos I wrap before I join, then sometimes I join before I wrap. Whichever way you choose is okay. The hairband is a double wrap. So the second wrap I would be using chest wording for that. So the chest wording I will be using must be a little smaller in height, but it's going to be the same length, but the height will not be the same. That is the width. So since the mako is 3 inches, the chest wording can be 2 or can be 2.5. So this is how I would wrap. This is how I would wrap. So I'll just lay it and then take a fold, and I will be using uh, my hot glue to go through this process. So when I fold it like this, I use the hot glue to stop it at that point first, and then after which I would continue adding or applying hot glue, then while I fold it in. If you look carefully, you will see that I placed the marker at the center of the ashoke, such that what I'm folding in from the left and from the right should almost be equal. So what you are folding in is supposed to almost be equal. The reason I used almost equal is because I did not take measurement. So you cannot say should be equal when you are not sure it's equal, but it should almost be equal. So you place it, you centralize it in such a way that it will look uh, almost equal. And then while I gum or glue, I started by gluing one part. So when I finish gluing that part, the second part that I would be gluing, I will have to pull that part tight. I will have to pull it tight. If you don't pull tight, it will not be smooth. So that is why I did not glue both sides side by side. I started gluing the first part. After I finished with the first part, I had to glue the other end, and as I do that, I had to start pulling it. You pull it tight. If you don't pull it tight, it would not be smooth. It will not be smooth enough. So that's just it. Then the final edge this way, to finish that final edge, I need to uh, apply the glue and then fold and then glue again. That part is very necessary. Okay. Then this is the second band. I'm using chest wording. So for me, I just checked now and I felt the distance is too close. So I have to like trim out of the chest wording. So I told you before that since the since the mako is 3 inches, the chest wording should either be 2 or 2.5 inches. So I chose to trim out of mine so that the belt can the distance between the belt, which is the chest wording, and the mako can be a little bit different so that it will not look like same thing. Okay, so again we still need to wrap the chest wording. We have to wrap it with same color. If you are not doing same color, it does not matter how. If you have two different colors you want to combine, but it's same color that I'm using. Mm. And the styles I've seen so far as well, the same color. So you have to wrap, and as you wrap as well, you also have to ensure that it's smooth, not just wrapping, but wrapping to make it smooth. So another thing I did was to cut out of the Ashoke I'm using to wrap these 2 inches. So because it's too long, I chose to trim it and then wrap comfortably. Yeah, and as I wrap, I use the hot glue to stick it together. Okay, so this is just how it will look. This is how it will look. So you can make it bigger, can make it fatter if you want, which means you can double your chest wording. Right. So the next thing I will do is to use the hot glue to fix it to the marker. So you don't need to sew, because if you try sewing, some kind of thread work might start showing on it, which you don't want to happen. So you don't need to sew. Just use your hot glue or your UHU or E6000. You just use any of those glue and it will stick to the marker effortlessly. All right. Okay. So while you fix it, you also have to ensure that you smoothing. Hmm? As you fix, you have to ensure it is smooth, because the second belt you are fixing can alter your shape if you are not careful about it. Can alter your shape. Okay. So again, you need to give a good finishing here. So we are going to take out the chest wording so that, since that part is excess, so that it can allow us to rest the ashoke properly. So you can see how I folded, and since the chest wording has been removed, it will allow it to be flat and it will rest properly. So you can see that even the point where I fold it is almost invisible. Okay, so this part is ready. Now you can cover the back. It's a thing of choice. That is, if you want to make it is a cap, you can cover. So if you intend to cover, you just cut out the ashoke, let's say 12 or 13 inches ashoke, and then two pieces of it, you join it together. Yeah, so you join it together, it will make it wide enough, it will make it wide enough to go through the circle. So just like that, and then we cover. I'll just give it to my girl to help me sew, but remember I said i'm not I am not covering this. Okay, so that's that. um Now the next thing is for us to create the fan or rose opening at the back. So you can hem the edge of your ashoke, or you use your hot glue to do it. So either way is okay. Either you take it through the sewing machine and sew, or you just hem, hmm, you sew or you glue. It's perfect. So to create this fan or rose at the back, the only thing I would do is that I will just create a pleat. I will just create a pleat, or should I say I'll create a gathering. So I just fold in, out like that. In, out. Is that easy? I just fold it in, out continuously. Okay. I just wanted you to see it and understand it. Okay. That's just it. This is just how I fold. When I'm through, I'll just use needle and thread and hold it down. So because I want to create two, so I folded the ashoke into two. I have 33 inches for each of them, and then I'm just going to fold, hem the edges, and then fold uh, the fabric, hem the edges and fold. So when I finish folding, I would just use my needle and thread to hold it down. Just use the needle and thread to hold it. So I will hem the edge again. I did not hem this part before, or should I use the word fold? I did not fold that part in before. So it's that easy. It is that easy. So I will fix the needle and thread into it. Huh? Then I will twist. Just twist it around. As I twist, I keep releasing the thread so that it will allow me to twist and spread it out comfortably. So after twisting and spreading out comfortably, it will be time for me to use the needle and thread to hold it to place. You understand? So that I won't lose I will not lose the shape. Remember, I did not just gather, I had to twist it. I had to turn it around to add a little bit of style or design to it. Yeah. So it wouldn't just look like a normal fan, but we look like roses. So we'll just attach it to the back. But what I did was to use two of the fan. So I made two. So one was smaller than the other. I placed the smaller one on top of the big one. Then I sew. So when I finished attaching it together, sewing it together, I transferred it to the cap, and that was it. Remember, I said I wasn't going to cover the back. So after sewing it together, ensuring that it's firm together, I simply transferred to the cap, and that was all. Okay, so thank you for stopping by Creative Ends International. Thank you. If today is your first time stopping by Creative Hands International, please do not forget to subscribe to Creative Hands before leaving. And I think most importantly, you should hit on that notification bell, which will allow you to get notified whenever I upload a new video. So please, let's do that. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. So this will come out better with weave on the client's head. Bye.